for the first time by Dylan Harper. Hopefully the first of many as he goes for 18. And the Spurs roll and force a Game 7. Dylan, before we start, I said, man, you having fun? You look built for it. Describe for me what it's like on the biggest stage in the sport at this age and doing what you're doing.
It's a blessing. I mean, I had 4 horrible games, so I'm blessed to go out there and kind of get it rolling again. But my teammates did a great job, coaching staff, and everyone just keeping me confident. And like you said, it's the biggest stage, back against the wall, wouldn't want it any other way.
Let me explore that. You say 4 horrible games. I mean, you're in an organization that doesn't let that go quietly. Like, you're going to look in the mirror. You're going to look at yourself. You're going to figure it out. You're going to self-scout. What did you figure out that unlocked something tonight?
Just being aggressive, going out there with the mindset of, I got to kind of hit first. And, when you come off the bench, you kind of got to see what the level of intensity you got to bring in. And today, I think I matched it pretty well.
Is there a fine line, though, Dylan, between being aggressive and being reckless, particularly against a team like the Thunder that can turn you over the way they can?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, kudos to them. They do a great job, building a wall, playing team defense. But, I mean, if I ain't being aggressive, then I'm kind of just out there. So just in my head, just being aggressive and kind of having that aggressive outlook on the game kind of just helps me in all windows of the game.
Dylan, we had the big man on the program during the regular season, and I asked him about the lack of playoff experience, and he said, screw it. Like, we don't have it, but screw it. We're going to go do our thing. What's this, 17 playoff games in? What do you feel like as a group you all have learned that will serve you well as you go on the road and try to earn the right to keep playing?
The biggest thing for us is really just can't wait to respond. I think that's a great way to put it. We got to go out there and just swing first and kind of just leave it all on the floor. But I think, we talk in terms of this year, I think we have as much experience as anyone. I mean, NBA Cup, Christmas. I think we kind of just have them games stacked up now to where we kind of have an understanding of what it is.
And you have an understanding also of what the venue is. Last year we were in Oklahoma City for the finals for all 7 of those games, and it's an incredible atmosphere. You got a great home court, but now you got to walk into that spot, and you know what's required. What will it take from your group to walk into that amazing atmosphere against the reigning champs and get the victory you need?
It's going to take all 15 of us to go out there and kind of just put our foot down and put our imprint on the game. I think that from the starters to everyone on the bench, we can't take no plays off. We just got to don't take it for granted and just be the aggressors. That's the biggest thing for us.
Let me close with one last thought. I don't know if you feel as calm as you look,
yes, sir.
But in the midst of this, right, like it's chaos and it's the reigning champs, it's a lot. But you just look like this was where you feel like you're meant to be. Is that a fair read on what I see from you in these games?
Yeah, definitely. I think just the work I put in on the court, off the court, kind of makes me build for moments like this. And today, my little sister called me before the game and was like, you got to make it to Saturday. I was like, all right, I got you. I'm not, I'm a man of my word. So I kind of went out there, and when I'm out there, I just trying to be the guy that's composed on the floor and just not let things rattle me.
What if little sis calls and says, hey, I want to go to New York in a couple of weeks? Then what?
Whew, I mean, we got to get there first, but I mean, that'd be a blessing.
That's what I'm saying.
That's like 45 minutes for me.
All right.
Like 45 minutes from my home, so I mean, she'd be there. She'd be there.
That's exactly what I'm saying. It'd be essentially a home game. Hey, I'll let you get to your team. Congrats on a great night. It's been a blast to watch this series. We'll all be watching Game 7. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Not surprisingly, the Thunder are favorites, somewhat skinny given how dominant they've been, 4.5 in Game 7. They've been favored in 113 of their last 114 home games dating back to April of 24. Money line, if such things interest you, opened at minus 175. It's now come down a bit, currently minus 155 favorites. Chiney Ogwumike joins us once again. I think unless you're in Oklahoma City, everyone watching was rooting not against you, Thunder fans, but rooting for 7 games, right? Just let's run it back. Best of 9, best of 11. Just keep playing. These teams will play a 7th game on Saturday. The Spurs did a lot great. They were awesome in the first and third quarters. They had that monstrous run. They shot it great in the first quarter. Chiney, what did you feel was the most important thing the Spurs did in this Game 6 win?
First of all, are you not entertained? It was the man in the arena, the men in the arena, and you're absolutely right. Game 7 will feed families. This series has absolutely delivered and then some. What did the Spurs do? They made it rain, and their supporting cast truly stepped up. You know me, as a basketball analyst, I want to dissect things from every angle, but honestly, it comes down to this. This is truly a heavyweight battle, and SGA actually said that when they lose, it's because the Spurs throw the first punch. And that punch, Game 6, by the Spurs was an absolute haymaker. And it was not necessarily just by Victor Wembanyama. It was a supporting cast of guys raining threes. Dylan Harper had 18 points. Devin Vassell, all of his points, 4 threes, 12 points, came from beyond the arc. They were balling from the jump. And when the supporting cast is balling like that from tip, a wire-to-wire win, that's hard to put, that genie back in the bottle. And then you hear the footsteps of Victor Wembanyama. He had 28 points, I believe, in 28 minutes. He made excellent reads one-on-one. This was, in my opinion, for a team that had their backs against the wall, they had to defend home court. It was 10 out of 10. No notes from them.
It's interesting you point out first to throw, because that's something Dylan Harper mentioned when he joined me earlier, the 20-year-old who looks just phenomenal on this stage. He said we got to be the aggressor here, and that's something I think both teams will try to bring in Game 7. I just am interested in what you believe the Spurs can bring with them into OKC, because they'll need all of it.
Yeah, they'll need to turn that defense like we saw, which was elite. They were all connected on a string, into offense. Scott, I'm like in this basketball matrix, and there was one play that was beyond beautiful for me. You're going to see the hustle plays here, but there was one specific play where Devin Vassell was in a 2-on-1. 9 times out of 10, a pro-level player would go out there and score. Instead, he got the contest, and on the other end, Dylan Harper, the man you talked to, the man of the night, knocked down a 3, and I know you saw it. He put his hands, he said, "Thank you, Lord." That's how much energy and work that they have been doing in order to compete with the Oklahoma City Thunder. They will have to carry that on the road for Game 7. It will take everybody. And I do think they bought Wemby some time, because Wemby didn't have to be the primary feature of this offense, because everyone had that aggressive mentality. Scott, you and I have both been in OKC for the NBA Finals. They call that place Loud City. It will be a difficult environment for this young squad. But what's unique is, I'm looking at the vibe. I'm looking at the ambiance. These guys are fearless. What's kind of wild is that last year we were saying this team is young, the Oklahoma City Thunder. They're young, they're inexperienced, but they defend, they play hard, and they have a superstar. Fast forward 1 year later, you can say the same thing about the San Antonio Spurs, but they will be tested in the biggest of moments. I can't wait to see what they'll do.
I'm with you, and I just think, is it as simple as saying home court is the differentiator? Because it often is. In a sentence, because we don't have room for a paragraph, in a sentence, is that your thought of what we'll see?
Yes, and I'm a numbers girl, because going up into Game 6, I used Alex Caruso as the comp. At home, he was averaging 23 points per game. He was shooting over 50% from 3. On the road, he averaged 7. My big brother from another mother, Kendrick Perkins, says role players play better at home. It might just come down to the comfort level of the supporting cast, and we've seen that play out this series.
Appreciate the time. Like you, I'll be sitting there on the couch with the popcorn. Can't wait to see Game 7. Thank you, Chiney.
Always.